Hello and welcome to ThomasGeigerCar. Today with the BMW Vision Neue Klasse X, the next iteration on the way to the next generation electric vehicles from Munich. After we've seen show car after show car, we're getting closer to production, and BMW is slicing the next piece of the PR sausage with an SUV that could be the follower of the BMW X3, heading to the market early next year. If you want to know all the details about the car, join me in my first walk around and I'll tell you all about it. Fans of BMW for sure know that Neue Klasse is not a new model. It has been a car in the 1960s and it saved BMW from bankruptcy. But now they're reviving this brand and the spirit from that time with a completely new vehicle concept. Not only the architecture is new for more efficiency, more range and more charging speed. No, also the design is following a totally new approach. Yes, this is an SUV, but the time where you provocated the others, where you showed broad shoulders and big strengths is over. It is still prestigious, it has lots of stands, but it's taken back a few steps. There is no chrome anymore, there is only light and jewelry within the kidney grille. The car on the side profile as well is very slim and very sleek. Big windows, and it's not a tank look anymore. It's a friendly SUV. You don't have to be ashamed driving it. But it's still a huge vehicle. 4.70 meters in length is the size of the actual X3 roughly. But since the wheelbase has been increased and the platform is very flat, you have more room than in the X5 in the interior. And the roominess is not all that changes with the step from the iX3 to the Neue Klasse X. It's also the interior design and the user interface. So why don't you join me? Let's hop in the car and take a look at that. BMW is not only blazing new trails with the exterior design, also the interior design has changed completely. If you remember a 3 Series, 5 Series or 7 Series, it's mainly a computer on wheels, displays, dashboards, buttons, wherever you look. In the Neue Klasse, it is completely clean and changed. There is only one display left standing on the dashboard. Not even behind the steering wheel is another display, because BMW has invented the panoramic vision display. That's their name for the head-up display that is using the full width of the windscreen, and all the information you need is displayed down there. So you have your hands on the wheel, the eyes on the road, and still get all you need. Speed, for example, is placed right in front of your eye, and everything else can be configured by your own. There are 6 clusters in this display on the dashboard, and you can put on whatever you want to. For example, the weather or the traffic conditions or your notifications. Whatever you want, you put it there and you'll get it. And if you don't want anything at all, you have the full clean experience with nothing to distract you. Talking about cleanness, it's also about the materials. BMW has changed its mind and has considered the CO2 footprint more than ever. Yes, you will still find leather in the car, but you will find more and more materials that are recyclable, that are carbon neutral, that are regrownable, that are just good for the environment. Yes, the Neue Klasse is all about design and digitalization. We have a complete new exterior design, we have a completely new interior design and a completely new UI. But BMW is stating the sheer driving pleasure, the core value of the brand, will stick and will be translated into a new era with the Neue Klasse as well. So yes, it isn't only about the looks and the feels, it's also about the driving. Only problem is, we're not allowed to drive now and still have to wait almost a year until we can get behind the wheel of the Neue Klasse finally. But at least some technical details are already known and are already communicated. And it's all about electric efficiency, the powertrain, the battery, the energy density, the aero efficiency. Everything has been improved to make this car even more everyday usable. So we have a range increase of roughly 30% compared to the iX3 of nowadays, translating to sure more than 600 kilometers of range. And we have way more charging power than before. I assume we will charge with 300, maybe even 350 kilowatts, and that will lead to 10 minutes charging for 300 kilometers of driving. So lots of things to figure out, and I can't wait to take a big bite of the sausage and finally drive the Neue Klasse. Thanks for joining me on that first review of the BMW Vision Neue Klasse X, a car that is getting closer and closer to the final product that will be launched 2025 and that will bring BMW ahead of the competition. Because not only the design has changed dramatically to the better to my taste, and the interior is next level, no, it's also the technology, more efficiency, more power density, more charging speed. This will bring BMW ahead of the field. The only problem is, until now, it's only promises, and it's going to be time to deliver. So I can't wait to get behind the wheel and drive the final product. If you're curious as well, stay tuned, follow the channels, and you'll get the news here first. Thank you, Shishye, Sai Tian, and goodbye.